Hey there everyone, it's Maria here, and thank you guys so much for hanging out with me right here at My Orchid Adventures. And in today's episode, guys, I'm going to be showing you my fabulous, spectacular haul that I got from Rootstock Garden and Plant Festival that I did attend over the weekend. This was a very last minute thing. I was not expecting to be at the show, but Gardino's Nursery did invite me to come out. They told me that they were going to be there, and because I knew that they had such a spectacular variety of plants and also Hoyas, you guys know I had to be there. So yes, very last minute. It was such a rainy day. It was so rainy, in fact, I thought they were going to cancel the show. What was I thinking? I mean, plant lovers are willing to trek through the snow if we have to, okay? And that's exactly what they did. The plant lovers came out in groves regardless of the rain, and it was stated that by 8 o'clock there was a line of plant lovers dressed in their raincoats and boots and umbrellas and the whole nine. So that little bit of rain did not stop the show at all. And as a matter of fact, guys, surprisingly, the rain did not even hinder the sales one bit. Now, I got there about noontime, and I've got to tell you, by the time that I got there, majority of the vendors had already sold out of more than half of their plant product, okay? If you snooze, you definitely will lose. And I lost somewhat, but thank goodness that they had so many plants and so many great deals. I was still able to pick through the leftovers and still found some fabulous things, guys. Whoo-wee! I lucked out. Now, what I did love most about the show is the fact that they had so many different types and varieties of plants. I mean, they really accommodated every type of plant lover there is out there. And I was so amazed at the variety. I was discovering plants that I had never seen before, never even knew they existed, and are now on my wish list. Oh, how I wish. One beautiful day. And what I also did love is the fact that the admission fee was actually the parking fee, which was 10 buckaroonies, but that covered every single person within that car. And what that also covered was the admission to the entire botanical garden. So you had full access and you were capable of touring their amazing garden as well, which, can I tell you, is 22 buckaroonies per adult. So yes, that was very fabulous of Bok Tower to be capable of providing their guest with that admission as well. And I did take full advantage of it. Trust me, I did. I enjoyed my entire day there. After a hard, busy day of shopping, there is no better way than to unwind and relax in such beautiful, magical scenery that Bok Tower Garden provides. I do have to tell you that I was on a very strict plant budget, unfortunately, and unfortunately as well, my husband was there to keep me in line, and he was watching over me like a hawk with his very sharp hawk eyes. He was looking at me like this during the whole freaking time. And if you check the video, you will see him walking behind me, just checking and scoping me out. I mean, it felt like he was some sort of secret agent. Secret agent man. And I was within his scope. So yes, indeed, unfortunately he was there, and he was making sure that I abided by the plant law. This is what I got, but it was enough, and I am so thoroughly thrilled. And I know I said quite a mouthful, but I definitely want to let you guys know exactly what type of event it was and just how much fun I did have over the weekend. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get this plant haul party started, and let's do it right now. Majority of the plants that I got, except for one, are Hoyas, and these Hoyas are coming from Gardino's Nursery. And I also want to let you guys know that each and every one of them are fragrant as well. You guys know I'm all about the fragrance. And the very first plant that I'll be showcasing is this plant right here. Drum roll, please. Brrr, bam! Do you guys see it? Do you see how gorgeous it is? And do you see the size of it as well? As gorgeous as this looks, it was even more gorgeous than this when I first got it. My hubby dear on the way home was not driving as carefully or as cautious as I told him to drive. And unfortunately, this guy right here almost landed on top of his head with all of the media in the car. Now, I was very upset. My hubby was very upset, of course, for different reasons. Now, you gotta understand, and I know that you guys do as plant lovers, when you get a plant that is in bloom or in bud, you guys know how happy we are, how thrilled we are to get a plant for the very first time, and it is already in bud, about to bloom. So that is like the highlight of our entire life. So for me to see this almost on top of his head, and a lot of the blooms broken off, some leaves as well, really almost gave me a heart attack, I do gotta tell you. And hubby dear was very insensitive. He was more focused on the actual interior of his car. Excuse you? Excuse you? The interior of your car. You can clean your car. But what about my buds? What about my buds? And this Multiflora right here, this beautiful, nice-sized Hoya, as you can see, has somewhat of a bushier-like structure. This is not a vining plant, but again, grows somewhat like a bush. And even with the leaves, you might mistake it for another plant, because I have to say, it doesn't look like your average Hoya. Also, this is known as the shooting star, as you can see, with these buds that are left over. And as you can see, I do have quite a lot of them also on this side right here. So yeah, we are still going to be able to enjoy those beautiful shooting star shaped blooms. Also, I want to tell you that this particular Hoya right here will actually bloom throughout the year if the conditions are right. So the amount of blooms that you can get from this is quite spectacular and incredible. And if we take a closer look even at this plant right here, we're going to notice a whole lot of peduncles. Right here we have 1 and also 2, and if we turn it around over here, you're also going to notice 2 peduncles on here as well, 1 and 2, so that's 4. And if we turn it over this way, right here, this has several smaller peduncles as well. Here's 1 right there, here's 2 right there, here's 3 right there. And if we take a look over here, there's a tiny, tiny one. Let's take a very closer look. Right there, do you see it? Right over this way. There it is, right there. So you are seeing 4 on this side as well. A total of 8 peduncles on this one plant. And of course, as you guys know with Hoyas, once they do create their peduncles, well, year after year after year, they can continue to bloom. So every season, they will bloom for you yet again. So that's why this is quite a tremendous bloomer, because not only will these have these peduncles that can bloom year after year, but as this also grows, this will create even more peduncles. And they are very floriferous when it comes to creating peduncles and blooms. So yes, this is a spectacular multiflora right here. And taking a closer look at these leaves, you can see they are not Hoya-like. They actually appear to be some sort of citrus fruit leaf. That's what they look like, and that's what they feel like to me. So this is one of those Hoyas that are not as succulent, so you may have to water these a little bit more frequent than your other very hardy, very thick, succulent leafed Hoyas. And this beautiful Hoya right here is the Hoya Pachyclada. And believe it or not, I got this for 18 buckaroonies right here. Take a look at how beautiful it is. And also look at those crazy, crazy roots right here. How crazy and awkward is that? And this Hoya right here, I do got to tell you, is a very, very interesting Hoya with the leaf color and also the leaf texture. This is one of the most hardiest, most succulent type of leaves that Hoyas have. It's very sturdy, it's very hard, it's very firm, and also very thick. And also the color of the leaves are quite spectacular, giving quite a lime color, also a very pastel green color, almost like a grayish or silver tint on there as well. And then you will also find within the leaves that they do have those white veining in there as well. Very interesting color and texture to these leaves right here. And just take a quick look at those roots. Wowee, how phenomenal is that? So I assume this is also one that is very easy to propagate as well. I'm very impressed with this Hoya and I'm so glad to have it. And this Pachyclada right here will actually bloom in a very tight and very full cluster of blooms, what is considered the perfect ball-shaped bloom for a Hoya. So indeed, quite a spectacular bloom show that this will give. The only downfall about this Pachyclada right here is the fact that it is considered a very, very slow grower. And if we take a very close look, hidden within the actual root system, you will find that this is creating a peduncle, which is a little bit unusual because we're coming into our winter months, and this normally will bloom within the spring and summer months, but who knows? Sometimes Florida weather can fool some of our plants, so who knows? We may be able to get a bloom soon from this one. And will you guys take a look at this beautiful sized Hoya right here with some very long tendrils? This is the Hoya Obscura, and can you believe that I only got it for 12 buckaroonies? So healthy and so beautiful. Now this Hoya right here is native to the beautiful islands of the Philippines, and what I do love most is the color fusion found in the blooms. And I have to tell you, the blooms look so delicious, so scrumptious in the way that it actually emulates candy. It is quite a treat for the eyes, but you definitely have to watch your kitties around them because it does look so delicious and scrumptious, having the colors of pinks and yellows and even orange. So it's quite a fusion of sunset colors within those blooms. And what's also amazing about this Hoya is not only are the actual blooms quite a treat for the eyes, but the leaves can be as well. And the brighter the light is can actually determine just how colorful these leaves can become as well. And if you do keep this within bright light, you can find the leaves becoming a bronzy red and even an orangey color as well. So definitely quite a treat for the eyes and quite a display from the blooms and also the wonderful leaves. And take a look at this one right here. Look at how long the tendrils are. What a nice size on this Hoya. This is the Hoya Finlaysonii, and I only got it for $18. This is a very nice sized Hoya Finlaysonii with many vines and many new growths. As you can see right here, even crawling up the actual hanger itself. So definitely a very nice size, very full and lush. And as you guys know, I already have a Finlaysonii, so to get one of this size, because mine is but a mere cutting, I am very, very thrilled that I got this one. And this Hoya right here is known to give very beautiful cluster of white and burgundy blooms. But the main attraction of this Hoya, of course, is the extreme veining within the leaves that will show up as a very dark, sometimes even blackish color. So yes, indeed, this is quite a Hoya with a lot of detail and is one that is beautiful to have. And the very last Hoya that we have is the Hoya Citrina. And this, my friend, right here was only 8 buckaroonies. And the leaf color on this is a medium green, but as we take a look, oh my, Look how shiny and glossy these leaves are. These leaves are also very smooth and very slick and slippery. Just a very, very nice texture to them. And this is a Hoya that can get pretty big leaves. And you're also seeing a lighter kind of blurred veining in here as well. And if we take a close look, you will see some specks in there. So there is quite a little bit of speckling in here that you will notice in the leaves, but very, very beautiful leaves. I absolutely love it. And this will actually bloom fragrant flowers that smell citrusy, hence the name Citrina. This Hoya can also be quite an aggressive grower, so with that in mind, you can imagine quite a feisty and big plant with beautiful, huge, glossy leaves that bloom a white or yellowish color that smells of a citrus scent. So indeed, so many beautiful things going on with this Hoya. And with my particular Hoya right here, it's not that large, but I will say I see so many growths on here. Here's one new vine, two new vines, and the third vine right there, rather long. And also if we turn it over this way, right here, this is actually a new growth right here as well, which will also vine out. So as you can see, with many growth points on this little Hoya right here, again, it is quite aggressive, and I can attest to that. And last but never least, oh my, is this Anthurium right here. That was for $25, but I did get it for 20 buckaroonies. And this particular plant right here, I did purchase from Bello Tropicals, and they are based out of Miami. And I cannot even begin to tell you how excited I am to get one of these Anthurium Veitchii right here. This is one that you're not going to find in your common basic garden center. You definitely have to go to a specialized center to get one of these. And I have to tell you, this is called the King of Anthurium, and it is so worthy of its name. Now, this is but a baby, but when this becomes full size, oh my gosh, I cannot even tell you how beautiful and how intricate and very interesting and unique the leaves will become. Believe it or not, these leaves can become 2 feet long. Wowee, that within itself is a feat. And I have to tell you, the pleated texture, the rippling in this is quite amazing. So unbelievable to see, so gorgeous, and such a focal piece on a leaf. I have to tell you, one of the most beautiful leaves, if I do say so myself. So I'm very, very happy to get this. Again, this is a seedling. It's still but a baby. He actually said this is only but 1 or 2 months old. So even at this size, it's still but a wee little baby. And he said it actually takes only but a year to get full grown with those very huge leaves. So I am very, very excited to have this. And just to end this on a very happy note, I do want to let you guys know that hubby dear and I are yet again on speaking term, and we are living in Happyville. After all, guys, there is a certain Tropiflora Fall Festival show that I must attend. So yes, guys, I am playing very nice. And of course, a very special thank you to Gardino's Nursery, who was absolutely fabulous and allowed me to purchase such wonderful and awesome and very affordable Hoyas. Thank you so much, and I do truly appreciate you all. I had such a fabulous time, one that is so memorable I will never forget, and as a matter of fact, I will be attending that show every single year. That's right, I am fully committed. I met so many friends out there. I got so many wonderful and precious babies, as you can see, and also met many wonderful vendors there as well. Speaking of which, I gotta tell you, I met Tropiflora. Yes, I did. I spoke to Scott, and he did tell me all about this fabulous event that they are having this weekend, guys, October 25th, 26th, and also the 27th, which will be their fall festival. And they're going to be having great deals. They're going to be having fun food, live entertainment, and also 20 vendors from statewide will be there as well. So indeed, what a great way to spend the weekend. And I've got to entice you just a little bit further, guys. Tropiflora has 24 greenhouses filled with fabulous tropical, thanks a lot, thanks a freaking lot, but with fabulous tropical and exotic plants. And they do specialize in bromeliads and also tillandsias, which they have thousands and thousands and thousands of them. I cannot believe they were in my backyard and I did not even know about them. But now that I do, I definitely will be there. We're going to be there on Saturday and it's going to be noonish. So guys, I hope that you guys can make it, and I know some of my friends will be out there. Jenna, I'm so excited to meet you. She is my plant sister, and also I've got to meet Monica and also Lori. I am so excited to meet you guys as well, and all of you guys that are able to come, I'm excited that I may have the opportunity to meet you guys as well. And there you have it, folks. That is my fabulous plant haul. You guys are gonna have to let me know exactly what you thought about the plants that I got, and also which ones were your favorite. I thank you guys so much for tuning in to yet another episode of My Orchid Adventures, and I hope you did like this video. If you did, please be sure to like, share, and also subscribe. And if you haven't already, join me on Facebook and also Instagram under My Orchid Adventures. And as you guys already know, I do truly love and appreciate each and every one of you guys all, and I will see you guys later, and I'll also grow with you guys later on my next adventure. Bye-bye for now. Mwah.